Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by GEICO, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Go to geico.com now or call 1-800-947-AUTO for a free quote. See how much you could save. And by Comcast Business Edge, sports at the speed of business.
Here Middle Tennessee on a 7-1 run. And they lead at 34-26. Again, next door, just about 100 yards away. We got a 5-point ball game with, what, about 11 minutes left there in the second half. FIU leads Arkansas Little Rock by 5.
The whole key is how Little Rock will deal with the press. Or presses.
Raging Cajuns trying to withstand the pressure here without Payton. He's out with 3 fouls, their first team all-conference guard. Bama Lou drives in, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
I think the Raging Cajuns are having difficulty getting into their offense. That's why that guard, the point guard, is standing out there dribbling so long. That's not good. They've got to get that resolved. If they don't get it resolved, it's going to take them out of too many offensive situations. Shot clock goes down, and I think that's part of why they're not getting the ball into long.
Raging Cajuns 7 of 14 from the free throw line.
50%.
You don't win games doing that.
Not very often.
No. But it's a 7-point game. 6 points for Bama Lou now. Make that 7 and a 6-point game. You watch the game and you think, how the heck are they within 6? They are.
They're not trapping, or they're trapping and they're not pressing and coming up and preventing the ball reversal pass, and it goes out very quickly to Cintron. Oh, you better get there.
He loves that.
You better get there.
Thompson right there for the long rebound, and here they come.
They're not coming quickly, though. They need to come quickly.
Yeah, you got to try and score in transition because this half-court defense is terrific.
Got to get them on their heel. Better go hard.
Now picks up his dribble, and he traveled. He drugged that pivot foot just a bit.
They're having difficulty getting the ball to the roll man, and they're not clearing out the side and making it very, very difficult for the Blue Raiders to be able to prevent that pass to your roll man.
Really dangerous 2.5 minutes now for Louisiana Lafayette. Again, your all-conference first-team performer is on the bench with 3 fouls. You've got to be careful. Bamalou's also got foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls. Oh, can't leave Cintron. Long rebound, tap, and here comes Thompson. Again, they're not attacking, trying to get down there before Middle Tennessee can set that defense.
They're just having difficulty getting into an offense. They're not back cutting enough. They're not driving and pitching to open men enough. There are too many straight line cuts. They don't set the man up well enough. And that's what Payton was doing early.
Bama Lou, good look at a 3, and he rattles that one home. It's back to a 3-point ball game.
47% of his shots come from there. Guess what, Mr. Cintron? What he was going to do with the ball. Cintron was saying, oh, you can't do that.
Oh, it looked like Walker may have walked. Rebound fought for. Cintron tries to save it. Thompson fights for it. Blue Raiders, Gilman comes out with it. And now they'll reset their offense. 1:19 left first half. Gilman drives in, and he's fouled going to the basket. If this is Bama Lou, that's big trouble in Little Tennessee.
Bama Lou can't foul there because Long is standing right there. Great offense. You'll see Long standing, and don't foul him right there. There's the big man right there that's going to block it.
Yeah.
And see what Long should do is go over to him right now and say,
I'm there.
Yeah. Just put enough pressure, but stay away from him, and I got your back. Did you just do that? Would you tell those guys?
You had to. You had to. Gallman, an 81% free throw shooter from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's the player of the year in Knoxville his senior year.
And I don't think it's because Payton's not in the game. Payton was having the same trouble. The Raging Cajuns aren't getting into their offense quickly enough. He's going away from the ball instead of timing it and setting his defensive man up. I'm referring to Thompson. And then Ronkowski just throws the ball where he thought he was going to be.
And those last free throws by Middle Tennessee, their first points in about 3 minutes. 5-point ball game. Knight looks. Cintron drives in, kicks it out. Knight, great ball movement, jumper right side three, around and out. Walker goes up and he'll go to the free throw line. Very smart foul that time by Casey Shepard.
Walker's had a really good game, I think, for the Blue Raiders.
Yep.
You know, he's been on the glass. He's gotten some baskets for them. He's been assertive and aggressive. You know, you can see why 31 points a game come off their bench, and it's one of the best in the country.
The longest winning streak in college basketball right now belongs to these guys. 19-1 in the conference, only loss at Arkansas State. 2 wins against top 100 teams. Their losses, Akron, who's going to be the MAC champ, Florida, the SEC champ, and Belmont's going to win the Ohio Valley. Ian Clark, have you seen Ian Clark from Belmont? Oh, is he good? Oh,
RPI of 25. It is going to be criminal if they're not in the tournament. And now if they win it, it's a they're in.
It's a no-brainer,
yeah. But if they don't, it's going to be criminal that they're not allowed, they're not invited.
It's got about 4-second difference, shot clock, game clock. Bamalu inside for Long. Long likes that up and under move, now goes up, in the foul.
See, they didn't trap. You know, after that first trap, and they got burned on it, that's the 3rd time they've gone to Long. And if you'll notice, the defense does not trap. It's one-on-one, and he's pretty good down in there. Wait for another year or two when he gets stronger and smarter with what he does.
9 of 17 now from the free throw line.
Got to go down into Long more in the second half if you're the Cajuns playing.
Freshman of the year in the conference, Sean Long. Knight looked at him, kicks it back out. 2 seconds, 1 second, drive in, and 2 free throws coming as the clock goes off. The last second, I don't know if he would have gotten the shot off or not, but Long has picked up that foul.
And it was a foolish foul because he's got to wait till the ball is out of the driver's hands and this coming and then block the thing. But instead, he reaches like he's, 6 foot. Watch him right there. You can't reach right there. What are you doing? Let him put it up in the air and go block it. That's what he usually does.
Referees were looking to make sure that he got the shot off in time. And you'll see it goes off with about 0.2 of a second. Easily, he's got the shot up. And I would think they'd put, what, 0.4? Yeah, that's what they've done, 0.4 on the clock.
Focus, concentration, overall, for the Raging Cajuns is not as effective or not as good as what it needs to be if they're going to beat this Blue Raider team.
It hasn't been pretty for the Blue Raiders, but they're still up 5 right now.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. They should be up more. They should be up more. So give the Cajuns credit or the Raiders a double.
That'll come up shy, and we have reached halftime here. 39-33, Middle Tennessee with a 6-point lead over the 8th seed Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana Lafayette. Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. We're at halftime. It's a 6-point game. Middle Tennessee has attacked the basket early, had it really rolling. The Cajuns come back. We'll be right back.
Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by GEICO, saving people money on more. Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by GEICO, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Go to geico.com now or call 1-800-947-AUTO for a free quote. See how much you could save. By Hot Springs Convention and Visitors Bureau, Hot Springs, Arkansas, America's first resort and site of the Sun Belt Conference Basketball Championships. By Slap Ya Mama Cajun Seasoning, real Cajun seasoning for real Cajun cooking. And by Napa Auto Parts, Napa know-how.
39-33, the Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee, the #1 seed in the Sun Belt Conference tournament with a 6-point lead over the Ragin' Cajuns. Let's take a look at the tournament bracket brought to you by Golden Flake. And there you see scores from last night. And Lafayette against Middle Tennessee there at the stop. FIU and Arkansas Little Rock. We'll get you updated on that in just a little bit, but FIU's opened up a bit of a lead. Arkansas State, Troy, and South Alabama, Western Kentucky, all coming up. Now let's take a look at news and notes from around the Sun Belt, brought to you by the Hot Springs Convention and Visitors Bureau. Middle Tennessee, 16 straight wins, longest in school history, longest active in the NCAA. Arkansas State finished the regular season allowing just 63 points a game, second best in the Sun Belt. And Augustine Rubit, the big fella for South Alabama, Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. Outstanding season for him. South Alabama comes in on a bit of a roll. 39-33, Middle Tennessee with the lead here. We'll take a break. We've got stats, highlights, lots more coming up.
And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Halftime of our game, Middle Tennessee with a 6-point 39-33 lead over the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette. Again, we got a ball game going on about 100 yards away. as FIU leads Arkansas Little Rock 52-42 with about 7 minutes left. Arkansas Little Rock with the basketball. Steven Bartolotta is doing play-by-play on that one. Let's go to Steven.
Gillian, 7 on the shot clock. Neighbor tries to save it in. He throws it all the way in backcourt. Derek Hill picks it up to the basket. He lays it in. Another turnover on UALR results in more points for FIU. It's 54-42. In front court, Gillian taking it to the baseline, driving it into the basket, and the shot's rejected out of there by Frink. It'll stay with the UALR, but the defense has been the difference in this game. FIU forcing 19 turnovers. They have turned that into 24 points here tonight. Hagen's back in for UALR, and they will inbound it left of the bucket. Hagen's to trigger the inbounds in with 6:32 to play in the game. Hagen's looking, goes to Chavez, who will hand it right back to Hagen's. Driving in, back up top it goes to Osei. Whistle and a hand check foul will go on Hill. And free throws coming here for Kemi Osei. Team foul number 9 on FIU and the 3rd on Hill. Osei to shoot 1 and 1. 6 points, 2 boards. He's 2 of 2 from the foul line tonight. Good foul shooter on the year is Osei at 78%. 1 and 1. Free throw is short, no good. Rebound inside, battled for. It's still loose, and a whistle and a loose ball foul goes against UALR. That'll be the 9th on the Trojans, and we will walk back the other way and shoot free throws for FIU. The foul was on Eisler. His 2nd, 9th on the Trojans. Free throws coming for FIU. They lead it 54-42. Winner moves to the semifinals, where they will meet either Middle Tennessee or Louisiana. At the half, it's 39-33. Blue Raiders lead it. Frink at the line for 1 and 1 for FIU. 3 points, 4 boards. This is his first trip to the stripe this evening. Free throw up and good for Frink.
So a 13-point game now. Is FIU coach playing a lot better when you and I saw them earlier this season?
I said this game would be determined by how well Little Rock handled the press. And as we've just heard, they can't give it to FIU quickly enough, and FIU has just really capitalized on it. And if the press is effective, FIU wins. If the press is not effective, then Little Rock wins. And FIU, though, I think is much better basketball team, I agree with you, than what they were earlier.
That was Richard Pitino, their head coach in his first year. He's got to be pleased right now. A 12-point ball game with just over 6 minutes left. We'll take a break and come right back. Our score, we got a 6-point game here. Middle Tennessee with the lead. We're right back. 39-33, the Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee with the lead. And, Coach, if I'd have said to you at halftime, Peyton and Long, the two all-conference players for Louisiana Lafayette, will have a combined 8 points, would you have thought the Raging Cajuns might be in a little trouble?
Oh, a little trouble or a lot of trouble? But wait a minute. Would you have also told me there was a guy by the name of Knight who hasn't scored for Middle Tennessee?
Yeah.
That's surprising as well. But I think it happened early. I think when Peyton got banged around a little bit, I think it took him out of it. And as I say, they haven't gone inside long enough. They got to do that in the second half, or it's going to be difficult for them to get over the hump.
Let's see if he's able to get something going. Let's take a look at first half highlights. Coach, what'd you pick out?
Well, let's start with, it was the other guys that made plays for the Raging Cajuns, and especially that young man, Mr. Thompson, just had a marvelous first half. Bamalou got into the doggone thing and got some baskets for them. And then for Middle, it was, again, the other guys that did it. Jones knocked shots in. Hey, he can't shoot out there, but he did a great job, really post up inside well. And when Sultan was in there, I thought he really played well. He came out and really didn't get back in, and I'm not really sure why.
Their bigs played well, whereas their guards kind of struggled. Look at halftime stats brought to you by Louisiana Propane Dealers. Louisiana Lafayette comes back to shoot 46%, 52 for the Blue Raiders. You see the free throws. That's just pathetic, 9 of 17. And they're losing the rebound battle by 5. They've turned it over more. They can't do assists, and yet it's a 6-point game. Bamalou with 10, Thompson with 7, Massey with 9, Sultan with 7. Sultan and Jones, the big fellas for Middle Tennessee, I'm telling you, they had a heck of a first half. And here's a look at rebound statistics brought to you by Window World. Long with 3 and Thompson with a couple. Massey with 2, Jones and Hammonds with 1. Not a lot of rebounds. Not a lot of guys with 5, 6, 7 rebounds like you'd kind of look for. We got a timeout on the floor. Halftime. Sun Belt Conference Championship and a 6-point game. Second half coming up. 39-33, and Coach, before we get started, you want to talk free throws again. 9 of 17 for Louisiana Lafayette, Middle Tennessee 10 of 13.
I want to talk 9 of 17. I'll tell you why. Not only does that put you in the lead if you hit them, but what it does is it allows the defense to continue to play aggressively. If you were making all those free throws, Coach Davis would be over there saying, back off. You know, you can't foul. You're putting them at the line too much.
And they're killing us.
Absolutely. And then the other thing, it gives your team momentum. So you're 0 for 3 when you miss those free throws.
Now let's see how Peyton gets started here in the second half. And that pass is kicked, and right away they're going down to long.
That's the smartest thing they could have done to start the second half up. But what I didn't like is the fact that Peyton didn't complete that play. Come on, you can't get the ball kicked. You're too good. Oh, I didn't like that pass either.
Dangerous pass to Bamalu. And now Peyton calls out a different play.
The ball's too far out. You can't make it for him. You got to get it closer. See, he's standing there because nobody's open.
Thompson, jumper from the right side, and Mike Thompson has very quietly played really well.
Oh, I tell you, he and Ronkowski have been the difference for the Raging Cajuns. But they came off a screen that time. There are very few screens away from the ball in the Raging Cajun offense.
4-point ball game, 17-foot jumper, bounces around, and an over-the-back call. Sultan will pick up the personal foul, and a little bit better job blocking out. And Coach, right away, Blue Raiders pick up a personal foul.
Just what I was going to say. Moore did a great job of blocking out, holding the position, and going strong after the ball with both hands.
All right, Coach, I got a question. Last year, Middle Tennessee was in terrific shape. Going to the NCAA tournament, it looked like #1 seed, and they lose this very game. It's down to a 4-point game in the second half. And here goes Peyton right down to the floor, kicks it out, long, eyes that three, and that's not even close. And Bamalu now will bring it out. Any thought about getting a little concerned? Long, kicks it out, Thompson for 3, bounces around, and the Blue Raiders right there.
Beating a team 3 times in succession during the same year is always difficult, Tom. That's where you start. Number 2, yeah, I'd be concerned if I'm over there with Davis. Coach Davis, I think he should be in anyway. But, you know, deja vu, you got to win this game. I talked to Coach Davis today. I said, you got to win this game. If you're going to help yourself in the NCAA. He said, Bobby, I know. We're 25 right now. We lose, and we'll really slip. But you just got to stay focused and play the game.
Got to do what's gotten you here.
Yeah, you absolutely.
They've had an unbelievable 27-4. 19-1 in this conference.
It'll be criminal if they're not in. Oh, how about that pass?
Ronkowski right back in early here in the second half. Peyton drives in, goes to the bucket, and he's going to the free throw line. And let's talk about these guys. What a terrific year Middle Tennessee has. #1 here, 27-4, 19-1, RPI 25, strength of schedule 41. Let's come back to that. 16-game winning streak, 2-4 in Hot Springs. Strength of schedule, though, Coach, their non-conference strength of schedule, 9th in the country. Number 9. How strong is that?
Yeah, those two, the RPI, your strength of schedule, I think are incredibly important. And I don't know whether our fans saw my beautiful artwork there, but that's exactly, you know, what should get them in. Did you like the artwork?
No. I haven't all year. Peyton makes 1 of 2.
You're just jealous because you can't make circles.
No one can make circles like that because they're not circles.
Picasso.
Yeah. 3-point ball game. 2 minutes gone here in the second half. You just get the feeling that the Raging Cajuns are picking up a little bit of, hey, we can. Yeah, we can. Shot goes up. Oh, what a follow dunk. Nico Hunter, the 6'7 junior.
Now that's what they were doing early, but
Here's Peyton to the bucket. Nope, long right there. Goes right back. His shot won't fall. And now the Blue Raiders with a chance to make something happen. And long, I had Thompson, and he hammers it down. And Bob Marlin wants a 30-second timeout. This will become a full timeout. Wow. a three-point game. Look at this, get up and hammer it down. That's the way to finish, just like that is here in Sun Belt basketball. Check in with Cox Sports Television anytime by logging on to our website, coxsportstv.com, where you can find information about our programming, including outdoor shows, upcoming baseball and softball games, March Madness, CXT's exclusives like CST Tonight and more. And don't forget to look for links to our social networking sites, coxsportstv.com. Log on today.
2-2-1 zone, three-quarter court press.
Very smart by Hunter. He waited, jumped into the defender, and he'll go to the free throw line now.
Very smart play. And Bamilou just was out of control. You got to go under control as you go to. See, he just, you know, that was really a smart offensive play.
And now Bamilou has picked up his third person. And the difference, or one of the differences between the two, Middle Tennessee is very deep. They got athletes, they've got terrific players up and down that bench. Louisiana Lafayette, not quite that deep, Coach.
Usually, Coach Davis will play at least 10 kids for 10 or more minutes. And you're right, that's phenomenal. And he has a rotation with it. And then sometimes he says, I just go with the field.
And they're going to say he was a three-point shot. So this will be a third free throw. And Bob Marlin on the other side is saying there's no way. And now the officials are going to talk, and they may go back and look and say, are we sure it was a three-pointer? Are we positive it was a three-point shot? Baseline official says, you bet I was.
Throw that flag. Get it out there.
Third free throw for Hunter, and he gets that. 5-point ball game. Alfred Payton, first team All Sun Belt Conference guard, had a tough first half, but has come out a lot more aggressive here in the second half.
I agree with you. I think he's played much better. He's taken the ball to the basket with assertiveness. He's created a couple of offensive opportunities through his defense.
That one is blocked away with a left hand. Looking ahead for Hunter. Now he'll stop on the run. Three goes up and in for James Dahlman. And very quickly, it's an 8-point game. Payton calls it out. The Raiders with just their second three-point made field goal of the game.
So he's got to get the ball and go somewhere with it. Oh, get it to him.
Long had that pass deflected. He's not going to meet the ball.
No, and he tried to throw over the top, but he didn't throw it hard enough or high enough in order to get it there. And he's trying to make the feed from too far out on the floor.
And that's a credit to the Blue Raiders. Jumper from Bamalu rattles home. Just when you think Blue Raiders may be about to start taking over, the Ragin' Cajuns come right back. Nice feed down low. Cintron starts to drive, kicks it out. That's a baseline three that was nothing but air and long right there. 6-point game. Bamalu with 12. Want to go inside long, and do they double team immediately, and he lost it. Loose on the floor, and ought to be a jump ball. He put that down as soon as that double team came, and we've got a jump ball that'll go the other way. Let's take a look at that three-pointer. After the block, here they come on the run. Gallman just stops it, goes right up in the air and comes right down. We got a 6-point ball game here in the Sun Belt Tournament. Fans, everything you need for Sunbelt Conference information is available online at sunbeltsports.org. You get schedules, recaps, standings, statistics, championship information, and more. Just visit sunbeltsports.org. You keep thinking that Middle Tennessee is going to pull away. This is a 1 seed against an 8 seed. It hasn't happened yet.
No, because of the X factor or the X factor players. Bamalu is one of them. Gronkowski has done a great job and kept them in the ball game.
FIU with the win, so they survive and advance. Bench points, Middle Tennessee 24 bench points. Louisiana Lafayette just 6. 53% of their made field goals from 4 players. Jones goes up, missed that. Payton tried to get it. Couple fakes. Now they go out Gallman and reach around, foul by Thompson. You can't reach in, coach. And how many times in your career as a head coach and assistant coach, how many times did you say, oh, you can't reach?
Move your feet. That's exactly
that's the other thing, yeah.
Move your feet. You know, you're not going to win that battle. I'll tell you what, Sean Jones did a great job on that whole scenario. He kept the ball alive. He and Hunter are doing a great job, I think, inside for the Blue Raiders down around that basket. Oh, there's a bucket.
Block and a foul call. Good help, but a foul call.
Good screen by the Blue Raiders on that play. And we don't see the screen, but it was really good screen and just got him wide open, and Hunter just powered the ball with both hands. Putting it back at that line.
Yeah, Eldridge Moore picks up the foul. And this is where now the Blue Raiders can make a little bit of a run right here at the free throw line. And then a couple defensive stops. and they could have a lot better feeling about this game very quickly.
Payton and Long have got to make some plays here, Tom, or you're right. I could see this thing starting to slide away.
Bamalu, Payton, Thompson, Moore, all with 3 personal fouls. Bamalu. Looks like he got hit, and now a holding foul as he splits the defense. Nico Hunter will pick up that foul.
One thing you defensively, you tell your team, don't let them split you on that drive. It was a very good job by the Cajuns. Don't let them split you, because if they do, now they got a straight path to the basket.
Right. Torrin Walker will check in.
Number 21, Torrin Walker.
Sean Jones comes out.
Part of that depth you're talking about, it's just amazing to me.
Payton will get it out to Bamalu. Looking inside, there's Long, and double teamed immediately, and he throws it away. Gallman drives right down the lane and lays it up and in. Their plan to double team Long has been terrific.
Great job right there of rotating over, off the, anticipating where he was going to throw the ball and picking it off.
And you can just see a spring in the step of the Blue Raiders.
And they switch those down screens away from the ball, and Cajuns haven't been able to exploit it.
Thompson fakes, wants to go inside to Long. Instead, it's up high Moore. Spin move, and he's in trouble. Puts it up as the shot clock's about to go off. Payton had it slapped away, and here comes Middle Tennessee on the run. Gallman kicks it into the corner. Up on top, back to Gallman. Good ball movement. Boy, almost everybody has touched it now. And now Payton over to double team, and Cintron comes out with it, and they'll reset.
Pretty good defensive rotation by the Cajuns there, and really smart play by the Blue Raiders in that they didn't take anything a foolish shot.
Now Thompson has picked up the personal foul.
You see the trap? He tries to throw it right out. And, you know, part of the problem is Bamalu just stood in a straight line. You got to slide towards that baseline and make it an easier pass for Long.
He'll throw it in here. You see Thompson with 4. And the follow right there again. Bruce Massey. And the Blue Raider fans are starting to feel it.
It's a critical period right here for both teams.
Payton trying to get around his man. Dishes it off. And Moore finds himself in a great spot, spins, puts it in, and he'll go to the line.
He wasn't sure whether he was in bounds or not, but he had the presence of mind to look and see and then just go.
Bruce Massey Jr., his third.
Bruce Massey picks up his third. He'll come out. Tweedy Knight comes in. Here comes Ronkowski. He looked down right there, and that was, am I inbounds? Oh, I didn't hear a whistle. Am I inbounds? Can I keep going? Yeah. And then you turn around and look what I found, and he gets a basket. Could be a real big three-point play here, and he just can't buy it. That free throw line has just been awful for them tonight. Coming up on 13 minutes left. Quick pass down low, saved by Payton, ahead Ronkowski. It's a heck of a save by Payton. Comes around that screen, they double team. Bamalu tries to split the defense, and he splits it and gets fouled.
Now that's the second time Bamalu has been able to split that thing and go right to the basket, and both times they've fouled him.
Marcus Knight picks up the foul, his third.
He's been very quiet this entire contest.
Yeah.
But that's a credit that they don't have to rely on his scoring.
It's a great point. They're so deep. Now Bamalu for 3, front of the rim, and boy, they are dominating the backboards now. Tweedy Knight drives right to the basket and lays it home. Now Payton trying to convert at the other end. Goes around Long with the left hand, no. Long tap, no. Here comes Cintron. Blue Raiders on a run now. Across the floor, this could be big three. And Ronkowski right there. Bamalou drives in off the glass, nope, rebound tap. This one tapped away, Payton tries to get it, spins, does, and hold it. Is that a foul on Cintron? It is. Raymond Cintron picks up the personal foul.
Both kids going after the ball. What's he saying? He's used his forearm there to push him a little bit.
Blue Raiders, number 22, Jason Jones Jr.
Jason Jones comes in as Nico Hunter comes out. Talked about the rebound story. It's almost double, 30-17. Blue Raiders with the lead. It's just been terrific at so many things. And yet, Raging Cajuns aren't quite out of it yet. And now Long called for the travel.
You see, he's not anticipating. Yeah, he's not anticipating that trap, and he's got to. He can't go in too big a hurry. He's got to read it a little bit and look for the open man.
It's almost like he's concerned about the trap and trying to move before you can get there to trap me, kind of thing.
Going too quickly.
Yeah, exactly. They bounce right through that, and Tweedy Knight with the basket and the foul. What a tough play. Oh, that's really a strong move, and that puts them up 14 with just under 12 minutes left. Tough move right to the bucket off the glass, and he'll go to the line when we come back. CSS brings the woo. We've got what fans love to cheer about when it comes to Southern College sports. Live games, dedicated shows with in-depth analysis, comprehensive coverage, and more. It's all right here on CSS, the face of college sports in the South. Middle Tennessee, 14 of 18 from the free throw line, have their biggest lead of the game right now. They've outscored the Raging Cajuns 17-9 this second half.
And I think that the trapping by the Blue Raiders has really affected the Cajuns in their attempt to run their offense, and they've turned the ball over entirely too much and given the Blue Raiders way too many opportunities to score. And again, Payton hasn't been able to get the ball in the basket. He just kind of lays the ball up there, and the Blue Raiders assertively and aggressively have come over and said, nope, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah. So Knight will go to the free throw line here. And this is just kind of starting to pull away a little bit.
The seniors understanding what it's all about. You know,
there's that full court pressure. Tweedy Knight right there, and they knock it away. Payton touched it last. You could see the double team. You'd see that coming.
You saw it coming. He stayed over there in the corner, so they actually had 3 men. The sideline as a man, and then the trap. And Soto didn't yell at him and let him know, but you can't drive the ball up the sideline like that. You got to start bringing the ball more to the middle.
Off-balance jumper came up short. And Bamalou right there for the rebound.
Marcus Knight has not had a good night, no pun intended, from the scoring side.
Payton tries to drive and gets stopped and gets fouled. And they'll go to the free throw line. I believe they're in the 1-and-1.
Team 7.
So Payton will go back for the
1-and-1 for the Cajuns.
But again, it's such a credit to what Kermit Davis does, his style and the depth of this team, that Knight can have an off evening, off game, and they're still at 14.
There are very few players playing college basketball that can have a great happening almost any night.
Yeah.
Very few. But his intensity, his purpose, other than scoring, has still been positive.
Gets that one to fall in. And it's a 13-point ball game.
There's plenty of time now. If you're Coach Marlin, you're saying, hey, you know, do what we need to do. Get the ball down inside and take care of the basketball, and we can be in this thing.
We'll switch to a man-to-man. Knight drives the baseline, kicks it out. Cintron, a great three-point shooter, drops that home.
You just stand there and throw to me because I can get it down. And see, defensively, you can't rotate in like the Cajuns did. You got to stay out with him.
Gronkowski, right side, Bamalou for 3, tries to answer, and Knight right there. Quick drive across the floor, and a foul called. Bamalou will pick up the personal foul.
Tom, what the Blue Raiders have done in transition is they usually take the ball to one side and skip the ball clear over. That time, they threw the ball to Cintron because he's the man open, but it could be a variety of people, and it starts on the other side. They skip it across clear over here on our side or vice versa.
Of course, Cintron is just a pure shooter. That's really a pretty free throw. You see Bamalou score.
And as I say, 79% of his shots come from three-point land. Guess what he's going to do whenever he gets the ball?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So you got to
He's at least looking.
Oh, yeah, his feet are set. His hands are set.
Calling for the ball. Oh, that's so pretty. Well, very quickly now, this is what they do. Kind of, you hang around, and finally that depth starts to get to you, and the pace that they play. Payton drives in, pretty play with a left hand.
Number 2, Alfred Payton.
He's got to be productive if they're going to come back here. And he's got to make sure he doesn't get his 4th foul, although if he does, you got to let him play.
He's got to play, yeah. Side, nice ball fake, and a foul right there.
See, most of those Blue Raider kids aren't looking for that long-range shot. They're looking to get in the lane. Just that really good hesitation fake right there. And you got to stay down on the floor. You just can't go for that fake. Jason Jones did a great job on a shot fake and go. But you don't, who besides Cintron looks for the long-range shot? Nobody on that team.
No, they're going to the basket.
Yeah, you could slip underneath a lot of those ball screens, you know, because they aren't going to rise up. Now, again, with Cintron, you can't do that there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You got to come over the top.
Jason Jones, high school team MVP all 4 years, an honor roll student, Tennessee Mr. Basketball finalist. Rattles that one home. 64-46 now. As again, Blue Raiders starting to pull away a little bit. Quick 3, right side, back of the rim. And here come the Blue Raiders on the run, and they've got to feel pretty good about this.
There's going to be a foul right there.
Payton was upset with a no call at the other end. He went down hard. Payton went down hard, and a foul goes on Payton. And you can't react, and that's one of the big keys.
He's got to learn. Yeah, he's got to learn that. That is not the way. See, you take yourself out of the game intellectually. Your focus is gone. You're of no value to your basketball team, and that's not. They've roughed him up all night. If I'm scouting the Raging Cajuns, I'm going to say we need to be physical with him, and he's going to struggle. So he's got to learn that. But he's young.
Absolutely. Just a sophomore, first-team all-conference player, as was the guy at the line, Marcus Knight. First-team all-Sun Belt Conference.
It's not really a finesse game. You have finesse players, but it's not a finesse game.
Long going to the basket, and he traveled before the contact. And he actually fouled right when he caught the basketball, I thought, out at the three-point line.
Yes, he did.
Casey Shepard comes back.
Casey Shepard.
Josh Soto, 6'4" freshman, will lead. They're coming out with full court pressure now.
They got to make some things happen if they're going to try and get back in this stuff, I think.
Payton with 4 fouls there defensively. And did he get a timeout in time? I didn't think so. I thought he had traveled first as he slipped. And you slip and fall and turn a little to look for the official. That's all he's trying to do is find the official to call a timeout. But as soon as you turn, they're going to call a travel. Whether you agree with the call or not, whether it should be a travel or not, that's what it's called.
You agree with the call?
I don't like it. I don't like the fact. Now, if you do an excessive turn, but then now you're putting it into a judgment call, and that's tough.
Yeah, what's excessive?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to come up into that high post against this trap.
Long out of the three-point line, starts to drive, drops it off. That baby is blocked away. Now Thompson for 3.
3 points, number 13, Alan Michael Thompson.
Full name is Alan Michael Thompson. You may have just heard the PA announcer say that. But he goes by Mike. Mike Thompson.
Tweedy really did a great job of reading who was open. Oh, he's going to go to the bucket and make the feed.
And Cintron stands right there and says, thank you very much.
Tweedy just knew it all along. I thought he'd throw the ball over on the other side, and he had Cintron in his radar scope the whole time.
Long drives baseline and gets fouled. And he'll go back to the line.
Now, what the Cajuns don't want to do is all of a sudden just kind of get away from what their offense wants them to do and start playing pickup kind of basketball. That won't get them anywhere. They need to stay within what they do well.
Substitution number 13.
Marcus Knight leads with 4. And again, it's just what great depth and what a terrific coaching job Kermit Davis does. Long, how about this? Looking for his first point in the second half, and there it is.
I said you had to go to him a ton. I think the 2 or 3 times they went to him, they trapped him. I think then he tried to go too quickly as we needed to, and I think the team got away from that, and you can't do that. I think they took some shots quickly in the shot clock where they could have continued to move the ball and try to go down inside.
Shepard comes back. Going full court man-to-man, and you like it when your point guard, Massey, just pushes everybody out. Get out. I got this. I got this. And then had it knocked away out of bounds with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Cajuns need to continue to put pressure, and the Blue Raiders need to read it and back cut on them and drive the ball to the basket. There's the back cut I was talking about. So you better get over that one.
Inside, and he is fouled. And J.T. Sultan, who's been kind of quiet here in the second half, had a really nice first half. Will go back to the free throw line as Moore picks up the foul.
You know what? He quiet, and they left him out a lot longer than I anticipated, and I really wasn't sure why, and I still don't know why. Because you're right. I thought he had an excellent first half. But he set that screen and roll. The ball handler, Centron, was driving over here so hard that now he's got an angle to make that feed down inside.